Derek, I still had few words to tell you, but when I pick up the phone to call, I realized that I could no longer talk to you on the phone because I heard that you got arrested and charged with my murder. But I just wanted to ask you, how did your arrest go, man? Did they treat you like you treated me? Did they put you to the ground even though you didn't resist arrest? Did they put their knees in your neck? Did you have to beg for your life? Did you have to scream, "I can't breathe"? I doubt it if you had to go through what you did to me. Anyways, Derek, let bad gones be bad gones, you know? But I wanted to reach out to you again, this time by writing you a letter to tell you that when I got here in heaven, I was excited to see my mother. I didn't even realize that my mother was dead when I was calling upon her. When you had your knees in my neck on that ground as life was slipping out of my body. When I met my mom, I was like, "Oh, Mama, it's so nice to see you." But she asked me, "What are you doing here, son? What are you doing here so early?" I told her, "Mama, I got murdered." She said, "Murdered?" I said, "Yes, Mama." She said, "By whom?" I said, "By the police, by a cop by the name Derek, somebody I knew, somebody I worked with." She said, "Son, this is not making any sense. Did you follow the advice I give you? Did you cooperate with the cop? Did you did not resist, did you?" I said, "Mama, I did not resist. All the way till I took my last breath while that cop had his knees in my neck. Mama, I was respectful. As I was pleading for my life, I even referred to him as sir, just like you taught me, Mama." She said, "Oh, baby, I'm so sorry. This is confusing. Baby, I'm so sorry. I thought I was teaching you the right thing." And I told her, "Mama, this is the same thing I taught my daughter. This is the same thing that my brothers remember. But Mama, I don't know how my brothers feel right now. I don't know how other black young men feel right now, because these are the things other parents are teaching young black men. But Mama, I did exactly what you taught me, and here am I. Though I'm in a better place, but I did the right thing, and still my life was taken, Mama." And Derek, as I was telling my mama these things, she broke down and started to cry. She said, "Well, this is pitiful. I'm worried about the rest of my sons. I'm worried about the rest of black people. Because here's Sandra. Because here's Ahmed, Aubrey. Here are other black people. What is going on in America? I knew you was going to obey me. Oh, my son. Let's pray for America. Let's pray for the black race. Let's pray." These are the things my mama started to say. "Derek, as you sit in jail, what do you have to say to America, Derek? Because the message that you sent to America is that no matter what a black man does, it is a crime to be a black man. It is a crime to cooperate with the police. It's a crime to be respectful to the police. It's a crime to be submissive when the police pulls you over. It's a crime to say, 'Sir.' It's a crime to not resist." I did everything my mother told me. I was respectful. Even when you had your knees in my neck, Derek, I was respectful. I referred to you as sir. Derek, But the part that is hurting me right this minute, Derek, is the fact that I knew you. I want to ask you, how did you feel when you had your knees in my neck and staring right down in my face as my life was seeping out of my body? Derek, if I was just a bit lighter in my complexion, I believe you would have seen the discoloration in my face. I believe you would have seen my lips turning purple, because as you compress your knees to my neck, every move I made, your knees got deeper into my carotid artery. I couldn't breathe. You cut off oxygen to my brains, while the rest of your colleagues just send more shock into my body, because they also held my body down. As you were staring me in my face, Derek, did you feel a little disgusted? Did you feel sick to your stomach, man? Because I know you stared me right into my eyes. I know you saw the distress in my face. I know you could see me cry. I know you could see my nose bleed. I know you could see my saliva turning really slimy. You see my saliva to the ground. I know you could see my eyes turning bloodshot red. I know you could see my tears as I cried for life. Look at you, Derek. Your bill was set at $500,000. But nobody had to bail me in. I was just begging you to bail myself another chance at life, but you did not give me a chance. I am writing all over this paper, back and forth, and I hope you can read, because this is how my life felt as it was leaving my body. Derek, you are in jail. Yes, you got arrested and charged. But I'm thinking maybe you may walk free one day from good behavior. Even though good behavior did not spare my life. What kind of world are my people living in? The message you sent the world was that even obeying and being peaceful and cooperative still doesn't mean a thing, that a black man being black is a crime and he can lose his life whether he cooperates or not. I did not use one profane word as you had your knees in my neck. I knew I was going to die. I still did not curse you out. I didn't use any profanity. I knew I was going to die, but I remained peaceful and submissive, Derek, and you stared me right in my face and did not care, and did not feel sick to your stomach. But there you are, sitting in jail, and you are still breathing. You are watching the news. What do you have to say to the people of America? Derek, do you now understand that when you take a human's life, in a senseless way, you also set the human race at rage. Look at America. Look at what you have done. What do you have to say to your fellow policemen? What do you have to say to the good police? What do you have to say to the good leaders? What do you have to say to the good white brothers and sisters and people of other race who are marching, who are protesting for the life of humanity being senselessly taken away? What do you have to say to these people, Derek? If you had anything to say, what would you say? Because they are confused. They can't understand. They can't understand. They don't know what to tell their children. Because it seems like obeying the law is also a crime. What do you have to say to all these people who are burning down buildings, all these people who are hurt and confused, all these people who are upset? What do you have to say, Derek? With everything I've written to you, Derek, I know you cannot reply me. What do you have to say to my daughter? What do you have to say to my family? What do you have to say to America? Humanity is confused. Humanity is confused because the message you sent is very contradicting. This is what I did exactly what law enforcement expected a black man to do. Not just a black man, but anybody who is being apprehended for whatsoever reason. I was following lawful order, but look what you did to me. It is causing a lot of protests and riots. What do you have to say to these people, Derek? I'm confused. I cannot talk to them. But if you had something to say, what would you say? What would you say? What would you say, Derek?